Here's Begonia longiciliata or longiciliata Sizemoreae. With this species, it is all about these white hairs that cover the leaf surface and are fantastically charming. They're on the front and the back and all down the petioles, which lots of begonias have those hairy petioles, but this one, I mean, it's all over the leaves. And I love my pets. My cats are big furry cats, and I think I like the same feature in my begonias. Ha ha ha. So, for care of this plant, I grow it in very low light, very low light. It's all the way, it's on the lower shelf of one of these racks with no direct light whatsoever, not even from a grow light that's hanging 6 feet high. Just definition of bright and direct. When I've given it more light, you can sort of see it gives me a really pale color and this gorgeous bluish color just kind of faded to a pale green, and it was really not attractive, and I don't think that the plant was happy with the amount of light anyway. So I've been pushing it into darker and darker corners, and it's responded really well. It actually picked up its growth rate, and we get this lovely blue sheen, and the markings are far more prominent. So I've been quite surprised at how little light this plant wants, especially, even for a begonia, which you think of them as lower light in general, but this one is really, really low light. I love the habit on this one. It just seems to kind of droop over the pot, which is, I find, quite attractive. If it gets too droopy, it's thirsty, but some droop is fairly normal. Speaking of thirsty, this plant is a thirst queen. Loves water. Loves water. Even in those lower light situations, it just is a big drinker. It doesn't want that thorough dry down that lots of the begonias want. So I'll water it when I see some dryness starting on the leaf surface, and give it a fairly thorough drink. But with this one, it's much less about thorough watering. This is all in my experience and in my conditions. But it's much less about the thorough dry down and the thorough water. And it's much more about maintaining an evenly moist soil. The most annoying kind of soil, because you're watering, I'm watering little bits, every 3-4 days maybe. Especially when it's really, really growing, then it's just a drunk. The soil, though, especially because it wants so much water, I have it really, really well amended with drainage elements. I have akadama and black lava and perlite in there, and probably some pumice. But I'm kind of a broken record. I add those things to most of my begonias, and they love it. So I highly recommend trying this species. Super cute. It's been flowering on and off for me. It seems to want to flower with longer days. I'm just now starting to decrease the light for fall. But before this, it was at 14 to 16 hours for most of the summer months. And that's when I started to get flowers out of this bad boy. And they're really cute flowers. You can't see them yet. They're not open, but they're really cute. They're actually fairly large for begonia flowers, which is nice, because I don't think begonia flowers add much interest at all, typically. But this one is an exception. Super cute. Of course, I don't have them to show you. Just trust me. But yeah, I would highly recommend trying this. I do have it in my grow room here, as you can see. So we're maintaining at least 70% humidity, and it can fluctuate from anywhere to 70 to 85% on watering days. But I always have lots of fans going, 2 to 3 fans of various sizes in here, moving that air supremely. So that's about that. I hope you like it.